Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco 3. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode. It's a big one. It's a milestone in the Lincoln Loco series. Today, for the first time since Series 1 when we were in Gibraltar and got European football, we're actually back in European football now after finishing 6th in the table last season, securing a Europa League place. As well as the Europa League draw and the first game of the Europa League season, we also have a big game against big rivals Getafe. They've been relegated and then they got back promoted again. So we're back to playing them and fingers crossed we will batter them to say we hate you basically. Since you were last here, no more signings, no one else has left the club, so it's all as it was at the end of last episode. We have also played 2 league games so far, and we've won both of them, which has been fantastic, quite emphatically as well, I may add. We managed to beat Athletic Bilbao 4-1 with Sione picking up a hat-trick in that game, and then Idrissa Ferdinand scoring a goal on his debut. The following game, we travelled to Sociedad to take on Real Sociedad, and Tyson Brown scored his first professional goal for the club. An own goal from their keeper helped us out as well, and then Sione picked one up on the hour mark. So all in all, a very successful start to the season. We've got some new tactics we'll talk through as well, but of course, we're all here for that Europa League draw, which is really exciting. This is what we are here for. I'm really excited about this one. So, we, I believe, are a third seeded team. We are a third seeded team, so obviously that means we go into a group third. Before us, we have Tottenham, Arsenal, Lazio, Sevilla, Dinamo Kiev, Cologne, Olympiacos and Sporting from Portugal. They've got to be drawn first as the first seeded team, so let's get those ones out of the way. Early indications, I do not want to be in a group with Tottenham or Arsenal, ideally, or Lazio. They'd be quite difficult. We can't be in Group A because Sevilla are there, but Sporting, Olympiacos, Kiev and Cologne, I'd happily be in those groups. So the next teams to be drawn are Roma, Lille, Anderlecht, Rangers, Rapid Vienna, Legia Warsaw, Copenhagen and Austria Vienna as well. Right, let's see where these teams end up as we click through everything quite nicely. I tell you what, I reckon, looking at those groups now, Group D, Group H, Group E, look really nice to me. The fact that Rome is now in Group F, that puts me off that a little bit. So for me, E, D and H. But I've got a really bad feeling we're going to put in like Group G. I don't know why I'm feeling Group G. I've got just a feeling inside of me that is saying Group G. Let's find out where we're going to go. We've got Braga, Bayer Leverkusen, Stuttgart, Hammarby, Dunstrada, Wolves, us obviously in Sparta Prague as the remaining teams in the third seed pot. So let's find out where we're going to go. I don't want to be in Group A, but we can't be there anyway because we're a Spanish team, so are Sevilla. Don't want to be in B or C, but I would like to be in D. Unfortunately, we're not in Group D, which is rather unfortunate. E would be quite nice, or H. Just need to avoid F or G. But I don't know what makes me feel like we're going to be in Group G, but I really think we're going to be. As Hammarby get put into Group E, Sparta Prague into Group F. I want to be in Group H, but I just feel we're going to be in Group G. All right, that's what I feel. I said it from the start, didn't I? This is really weird if we get put into Group G. Okay. I mean, we'll take that. I mean, Arsenal are tough, but Rapid Vienna, I think we can beat them, and obviously Bayer Leverkusen go into Group H. Fourth seeded teams then, who is left? We've got Ferivar from Hungary, St Etienne, Krasnodar, Jerusalem, Denza, Gothenburg, Ural, and OB from Denmark. Can't say I've heard of them before. I don't mind who we get of these. Maybe not St Etienne, they might be quite decent, and so might Krasnodar, but anyone else I'll be pretty happy with. So let's quickly go through all of these. Denza in A, OB in B, Gothenburg in C, Krasnodar in D, Jerusalem in E, Ural in F, so it's St Etienne or Ferivar. Please be Ferivar. We've got Ferivar, thank goodness, because I didn't know what to place St Etienne. So there we go, we're here in Group G. Arsenal, Vienna, us and Ferivar. If I'm honest with you, I think we can come second in that group. Arsenal win it. I think it's going to be a battle between us and Vienna for second, but I really think we might have the upper hand there. So that is exciting. Very exciting. When are those games going to be played then? Because we'll do one of those today. We start things off against Ferivar, so that'll be a fantastic way to get into the Europa League. So we'll play Getafe now, do Sevilla off camera, and then come back for Ferivar after that. So heading into the game against Getafe, we have some new tactics, all right? Now, I was talking to, you may recognise him from the Twitch chat or in the comments down below, Thad. I'm talking to him, and he said to me, I've got some really good tactics that I think you should try out. And I had a look at them, and they look quite decent. So I think we need to do more of this, because clearly after the weekend's performance in the Streamer Showdown, my tactics are terrible. So I'm going to make a little area on my Discord to talk all about tactics. So that's where we can talk about tactics. So if you're not in my Discord, there's a link down in the description below to get in there. Let's all talk tactics in the Discord. But the general shape for this season is a 4-2-3-1 to try and fit the system and the players a little bit better. And it's worked very well so far with a 4-1 and a 3-1 victory. Hopefully today we can carry on with that. Krenta starts in goal as per usual alongside Terziev, our new right-footed left-back. Still trying to work out if he's any good or not, but he's played well in the first 2 games, so no complaints there. We're going to give some more chances to Lukau this season at centre-back. He's not quite as good as Hannesson, but if we compare the two of them, he's really not far off. I mean, Hannesson's older and obviously is a little bit better, but Lukau's better in mentals and speed. He's almost as good in other areas as well, just needs to improve a little bit, which he will do. He's only 20 years old, so I want to give some more game time to Lukau this season as a centre-back, because actually he is 6'4", so should be pretty decent. If he gets his heading up, that'll be even better. Alongside him is the new Argentinian centre-back Araya, and then of course Galina comes back on loan from last season. 16-year-old Tyson Brown starts in that deep line playmaker position. He scored the goal the other day, which makes him the youngest goal scorer in La Liga history at 16 years and 61 days, I think it was. He is joined by new signing Tunisian Mazzala. Skander Chusane is maybe how you say his name. I'm going to stick with that for now. Chukane. I might, in fact, to tell you what, it's probably easier to not just struggle and just call him Skander, because Skander is much more simple to say. I can say that. So Skander in the middle, and then alongside those guys in the attacking midfield is Shomleya, Ferdinand, Paulo Turner and Sione. So kickoff is upon us here today in our first game, which is rather exciting. Hopefully we get the better of Getafe and we show them who's boss. It's never going to quite make up, of course, for them beating us in the cup semi-final, because obviously that was heartbreaking for us. A league game, a cup final, it's slightly different, isn't it, really? But obviously, we want to try and beat them at every single opportunity we have. And right now, this is the best opportunity we have in the league, as Paulo Turner gets the ball into Galina. Galina back into Skander. Skander to Sione. And Sione, already with his 5th goal of the season, puts that one in the back of the net. Obviously, I've not shown you the table yet because we're only 2 games into the season. It doesn't really matter that much, but we are joint top of the table as it stands, with other teams who have also won their first 6 games of the first 2 games of the season to pick up 6 points. So hopefully other teams falter as we pick up 9 points today. That'll be quite decent as Paulo Turner gets the ball into Tyson Brown. A brilliant ball forward. Wow. Some of our youth academy prospects combining beautifully there. We had Tyson Brown put it into Paulo Turner, who just put it across to Sione, and Sione's 2nd goal of the game puts us 2-0 up. Watch this pass. What a perfectly weighted pass that is into Paulo Turner, and then for Sione to slot it home. That is marvellous. Also worth pointing out as well, our stadium should be expanded anytime soon. I can't remember the exact finish date for it, but it shouldn't be too long before we get an extra few thousand seats in the stadium. So we might fill out the corners. Not entirely sure how they're going to do it, but can we grab a 3rd goal? Maybe as Araya comes forward into Skander, into Galina, Paulo Turner back to Tyson Brown, forward to Galina. Galina, come on, let's get a hat-trick for Sione here, please. Come on, Galina, Ferdinand can't get it in the back of the net. But as the first half comes to a conclusion, we have yet to see Getafe have a single shot in this game, which is fantastic from us to contain them like that. And obviously, we've had a fantastic start, scoring plenty of goals. Galina now with a chance to maybe get the ball in the middle again. He plays it into Skander, and Skander gets his 1st goal of the season. The Tunisian whiz scoring his 1st goal. You love to see it. I'm expecting big things from him this season. He got a 7.7 average rating at Tunis last season from 30 games, so I'm expecting him to do just the same here. But a great first half there, 3-0 up against our big rivals Getafe. Let's just see the game out now, go and beat Sevilla, and then fingers crossed we absolutely batter Ferivar in our opening game in the Europa League this season. Strangely, Ferdinand and Shomleya, despite a dominant attacking performance from us, are on 6.6 ratings right now, so I'm tempted to take both of those guys off. In place, what we might do is take Shomleya off and swap him over with Paulo Turner, right? and then bring David Perez on that right-hand side instead. Ferdinand will come off for Scott Murphy, who's not had many chances to impress so far this season. Obviously, he was a big part of the team last season. Obviously, this season, more of a backup player for us, but hopefully for him, he will start to improve and get more game time. The second half, though, clearly has been pretty boring because nothing is particularly happening as the clock ticks down. I tell you what, we'll take our first clean sheet of the season and our third set of 3 points from 3 games, 9 points in total. Dominant so far this season, although... Right, let's not concede now. I said we're going to get a clean sheet here. I said we were going to get a clean sheet and we're still going to get a clean sheet. Luckily, that was very close, but Getafe not getting that shot on target. And there we go. 3 points for the 3-0 win. Okay, as I say, I'm going to go and play the Sevilla game off camera and then come back for Ferrovar. In between that, we also have international break, which is a bit boring. So I'll see you in a few minutes' time. Well, a few minutes' time for me. Literally seconds for you. And I'm back, just like that. Told you it would be seconds for you. And like I promised as well, the One Football Arena Stadium expansion is completed. Expanded by 2,297 seats, so we now have a total of 17,292 seats in the stadium. As you can see as well, we drew our game 0-0 with Sevilla. Not the best result, obviously. We did have a better XG than they did. Or actually, no, were we the whites? No, we must be the white because we were the away team, weren't we? So actually, no, they had a better XG than us. So maybe a good result for us in the grand scheme of things. Next up though, obviously Ferrovar in the Europa League. Very exciting. Of course, we are playing at home as well, so we will get to see the new expanded stadium. For me, there's only going to be one change in the starting lineup, and that is Hannesson coming in for Lukau. I think we're going to try and rotate those two around a fair bit. Both of them can keep clean sheets, as we've seen in today's episode so far, because Hannesson played against Sevilla and kept a clean sheet there. Lukau, obviously, in the game against Getafe, kept a clean sheet there. The rest of the team, though, I think is looking pretty solid. Tyson Brown as the youngster. Obviously, we need to get him playing games for us, which is fantastic. But he's only 18, so it's not even 18, 16 still. 16 years old still, so we do need to be careful with Tyson Brown. So actually, now I think about it, I will swap him out for Scott Murphy for this game. But I do want Tyson to get at least 20 appearances this season. Other than that, there are no changes, so let's submit the team and go for it and hopefully thrash Ferrovar. So as kickoff is upon us here today, I cannot see where there are going to be stadium expansions. I'm zooming right out. The stadium looks completely the exact same to me. I don't know where they've got those extra nearly 3,000 seats, but it doesn't matter because Skander scores the first goal of the game within 90 seconds as well. You love to see it. I'm a little disappointed actually. I was looking forward to seeing where these extra 3,000 seats or 2,500 seats were going to come from, but I really cannot see anywhere in the stadium it looks different, so a bit cross. Anyway, as the highlight strip and kickoff, if you were a viewer of Around the Block back in FM20, you'll know all about Ferrovar from Hungary and the big rivalry we had with them when we were managers of Puskás Academy. So obviously a big win for us today would be fantastic because we are rivals with Ferrovar at heart as Puskás Academy fans. Paulo Turner coming forward on the ball, gets it into Galina. Galina back to Skander, the goal scorer, into Scott Murphy. Scott Murphy into the new... I'm still struggling to say his name. Terziev. I will get it. Terziev. But I see like the T and the Zs and stuff, and I panic a little bit when I see his name. Either way, that doesn't even matter because nothing happened from that particular highlight. But there could be another one right now as Ferdinand gets it into Murphy. Murphy into Terziev. Terziev into the middle, and it gets to Paulo Turner. And Paulo Turner grabs his first goal of the season as well. Brilliant starts in both of today's games. Hopefully we can continue that though with another goal right now. The ball is clear but only as far as Araya. Into Paulo Turner, get to that wide to Galina who can deliver a ball back to Paulo Turner, back to Galina into the middle, and Shomlea puts it just over the bar. Corner though, literally so many attacks for us in this first half as Ferdinand gets the ball into Murphy. Murphy on the edge of the area. Can he do anything clever with it? Not really. He loses possession, but we win it back in defence. Hannesson all the way back to the goalkeeper, Krenter. Krenter back to Hannesson, and Hannesson, come on lad, do something clever into Araya. Araya, come on lad, do something even more clever into Galina. Paulo Turner, now we're talking. Let's get the ball forward as Paulo Turner runs past his markers, delivers the ball into the middle, which is cleared immediately, and here comes Ferrovar on the counter-attack. A long highlight this one. Not a fan of how long this is. Ooh, Hannesson nearly get himself sent off there with a big sliding challenge, but does win the ball, and Sione finishes off the move by scoring his 7th of the season. Okay, 3-0 up inside of 11 minutes. This is a fantastic performance so far, But if I'm honest with you, you know, we've done the job now. We've done the job. We've got the 3 points on the board. There's no way Ferivar are coming back with this. So let's just relax, boys. Just chill in the game and just see the game out. Or score a 4th goal, because that might happen from this highlight right now. As Galina into Turner, into Skander, Skander to Sione, into Shomlea, and Shomlea now gets his 1st goal for the club. So as we approach half-time, we are 4-0 up, with a chance to make it 5 from this throw-in as Ferdinand into Paulo Turner, into Skander. Skander puts it just wide. We know that Skander's very good from those sorts of angles as he scored his goal in the previous game. Half-time then, 4-0 up. Fantastic from us in that first half. Hopefully now we can just sort of like just calm down in the second half, if I'm honest with you. I don't really want us to have any highlights. I just want to get the game over and done with now. I'm excited, all right? I'm excited. I want to get the game over and done with so I can just carry on playing to get to the next episode. Ooh, Shomlea picks up an injury, potential knee injury. Ooh, that could be quite bad. Again, we'll swap him and Paulo Turner over and bring David Perez on that right-hand side. Confirm the changes. Hopefully, that's not too bad for him, because we could have some serious issues if it is a bad injury for him. Again, Ferdinand not having the greatest of games out there. I am trying to find better ways for him to be integrated into the team. At the moment, I'm just not finding the best way. I think most people don't really find attacking midfielders that strong in the game. I don't know. I've never really got them working in any Football Manager really in recent years. Maybe you guys have, but of course, there's going to be that tactics chat in the Discord where we can talk about tactics and stuff like that. Paulo Turner back on the ball for us, into Skander, into Perez, who can't do anything clever with it, and it's Ferivar on the attack. Will they be able to get a consolation goal? Fingers crossed they don't, as the ball is put into the middle, and they do get that consolation goal. Rather frustrating not to keep a clean sheet, but there we go. Ferivar have got one. I was literally commentating on that whole thing until about this point, and then I started saying something wrong, so I just stopped talking to like start breathing so I can actually say things properly. And then this happens. That's very frustrating to concede like that. Luckily though, those 2 late goals for Ferivar don't affect us at all, as I think Arsenal just drew their first game. Happy with that result and the way you played. I swear I've just seen Arsenal draw. They were winning, I think, but they have just drawn. What was their result? Let's press continue, right? Press continue. Where are the full results? I want to see the full results, please. Can I see the full results? No? Apparently I can't see the full results. That seems a little bit weird. Let me go and find it manually then. Yes, Arsenal were winning, but Rapid Vienna pulled it back in the 64th minute to draw 1-1. So we have a 2-point lead at the top of our group. Fantastic. Next episode then, I think is going to come around very quickly, because I think we're going to do Barcelona and Arsenal in the same episode. That will be really exciting. So until then, thank you very much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on today's video for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.